Hello students, welcome back to Scimath videos. Today I have brought you a formula sheet that I have prepared that is important for your MCQ pattern examination that is coming on 19th. You can also prepare similar formula sheet by taking this idea. I will also tell how did I prepare this formula sheet so that you can remember things very easily. Okay, so now let me start. Firstly, I have prepared formulas from each chapter. First coming from arithmetic progression. Okay, we all know the general form of AP is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D. Okay, 1 and 1 increasing. Okay, this you need not to forget. Then common difference. We know what is common difference. The subtraction of, we should subtract the succeeding term with the previous term, that by A2 minus A1. You know, one question will be definitely on finding the common difference. Okay. Next, the nth term of AP. I hope you know what is nth term of AP. A, n minus 1, D, and A is the first term, D is the common difference, and n is the position of the number. Okay. And coming to the sum of first n terms of AP. There are three formulas. Hope you remember. All are same, but differently we can write it. One is this one. Second one you can see A plus AN. And this one was asked in your model paper, A plus L. A and L are same, last term. Okay. These three formulas you remember, and AP this formula and common difference, how to find a common difference. That's enough from this chapter. Now let us go to the triangle chapter. In triangles, there are few things that we need to remember. If you see the model paper 1 and 2, there are few questions there where you need to find out whether the statement is correct or wrong. Then these things will come into help for you, and also they may ask in the form of fill in the blanks. First thing, we all know all circles are similar. We know what is similar. I explained you in a model paper when I explained my model paper. If you have not seen it, please kindly go to our channel and you can see the both solved model papers on the whiteboard. Okay. Next one, we all know congruent figures are similar, but the similar figures need not to be congruent. We know similar figures there is no must that it must be a congruent. Next, all square are similar. Okay. Next, all equilateral triangle are also similar. Next, this is an important statement. Two polygons or two triangles, okay, of the same number of sides are similar. Okay, if they are similar only when they satisfy two conditions. First condition is all the corresponding angle must be equal. We know that. And all the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. The ratio must be same and the corresponding angles must be same. Then only we can call any two shapes of same number of sides as similar. Okay, this they ask. And next one, BPT theorem statement. I know you all know it. You just by heart it and remember it. They may ask in the form of fill in the blanks. Okay. Next, the BPT theorem proof. Okay, this they asked in model paper 2. Okay, see triangle AD by BD or AE by EC. This is one also you can write it like this, AD by AB, AE by AC. This one they asked in model paper 2. Okay, this is the proof for BPT theorem. Next, coming to area ratio theorem, remember the statement and this formula. I hope you know. Area ABC, area PQR is equal to AB PQ whole square, corresponding side square. Again BC and corresponding is QR, BC by QR square. Next, AC by PR square. Square you should not forget. Okay, square is not in the area, it is in the side. Remember this formula. Okay. Next, coming to Pythagoras theorem, I hope you know the triangle. The statement also is important. The square of the hypotenuse, the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of other two sides. Here, AC is the hypotenuse, AC square plus AB square plus BC square. Or in model 2 paper they are asked, they give namings like this. They need to find out the Pythagoras theorem. How B square is in hypotenuse is equal to A square. Now the formulas on pair of linear equations in two variable. This is the general form you should remember. We know two variables, two linear equations. It's pair. Now this table is very important. I have explained in detail in model paper 1 solution about this. Okay, see here, intersecting line, this you know, parallel line, coincident line. Next, this is the ratios. In intersecting line, all the ratios are different, they are unequal. In parallel line, the coefficient of A, coefficient of B are same, but it is not equal to C terms. and in coincident line all are equal. Okay, these three you should remember. And you know solution, intersecting line, since intersect only one point, it has unique solution or one solution. Parallel line do not intersect anywhere, therefore no solution. Coincident line both intersect or one on the other, therefore they have infinitely many solutions. Now I hope you know this also. If there is solution, that pair of equation is consistent. Parallel line does not have solution, therefore it is inconsistent. Coincident line has many solutions, therefore it is also consistent. An example I have written here. So if you see here, I have given few examples here. Okay. See, for intersecting line, we know they are different. The coefficients are different. They won't be same. That is why it is not equal. In parallel line, how to find? As soon as you can, if you see the question only, you can find whether they are parallel or coincident or intersecting. See here, parallel, all the coefficients are same. A coefficient, B, it is double. If you see here, it is just exactly double. 1, 2, 2, 4. And see here, C is not equal. Therefore, it will be different. You should see along with the sign. If you see coincident line here, see exactly double, everything along with the sign there will be exactly double. If you know, if you remove common 2 outside, it will be equal to this. Therefore, all the coefficients are same. This table is very important. You need to understand this table. In model paper 1, 3 questions were asked exactly from this table. Okay. So let us move on to the next chapter quickly. Next is from circles chapter. Circle chapter, we know the important is you need to know. I have drawn a circle here, we know radius, the chord, tangent is a line that touches the circle at only one point, secant is a line that touches the circle at 2 points, it intersects the circle at 2 points, it goes away. It is like line. It also coincides with the chord. Okay, that is what I have written here. Okay, about secant, and this is important. There can be only one tangent at a point of circle. If any point in a circle you can draw only, if this point I can draw only one tangent here. At any point in a circle you can draw only one tangent. Next, coming to next important one, a circle can have two parallel tangents at the most. I have drawn a diagram here. If you take a circle, you can draw only two parallel lines, either like this, okay, however you want, but you can draw only two parallel lines. This you should not forget. Next, coming to one more definition, we know at a point where the tangent and the radius meet, it's called the point of contact. Okay. Next, we know we have two theorems in this circles chapter that you need to know the point here. The tangent at any point of the circle is perpendicular to the radius. This point, at point of contact, the tangent and the radius makes 90 degrees. This you should not forget. The radius and the tangent at the point of contact are perpendicular or 90 degrees. Next, coming to the next one, important one, the lengths of the tangents drawn from an external point, from outside. If you draw two tangents, one more thing you should remember, from an external point, from one external point, you can draw only two tangents. Okay, that is what I have written here, and here this theorem. See, two tangents I have drawn, both are equal. Okay, based on this concept, you can definitely expect one problem. Next, coordinate geometry. We all know these formulas. You need to remember. Okay, the coordinates of origin 0, 0, the distance formula. Okay, distance formula, see it properly, square, where to write square, where not to write square, remember it. Okay, next coming to section formula. I hope you know, remember in section formula, don't make mistake 1 and 2, 2 and 1. Okay, 1 is allowed. Okay, then in down m1 plus m2. Then coming to midpoint formula, in midpoint formula we know the ratios is 1:1, therefore when you substitute 1:1 here, the numerator denominator become 2, therefore this is midpoint formula. Next, area of triangle. See, I have written here, I have also explained you here 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in a cyclic manner, again 2, 3, 1, again 3, 1, 2 in cyclic manner. You need to write the numbers, the subscripts here. Okay, that is how you should remember the area of triangle formula, and don't forget half. Okay, because area of triangle is half into base into height, that is why there is half here. Okay, next one, last point is important point. If the points are collinear, collinear means what? 3 points in the same line. If 3 points are in the same line, it cannot be a triangle, therefore the area of triangle will always be 0. This you should not forget, because on this they will ask you one question. So remember all this formula in a proper way, so that you will not get confused in examination. Let us go to the part 2 quickly. Quadratic equation. We should know the general form of quadratic equation, and we know the quadratic equation have two roots. Okay, and here one thing you should do to help you. You should know the square and square roots of number. For example, 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. Like that, up to 25 square, that is 625, you need to know the squares. And also square roots. What is square roots? Root 4 is 2, root 1 is 1, root 9 is 3, root 400 is 20, like that up to 1 to 25. The square and square roots, if you know, it will help you in the solving the problems of quadratic equation, in trigonometry, and also in coordinate geometry. Therefore, it is important that you need to by heart so that you can do the problems quickly. Next, quadratic formula we know. Next, b square minus 4ac, we know it is a discriminant. Okay, don't forget, it is called a discriminant. Now, I explained when I solved the model paper, if the b square minus 4ac is 0, what will happen? We will only remain with this term, so that we will have same number twice, 2 equal roots, real roots. If it is more than 0, if this has some value, then we will get, since there is plus or minus, we will have 2 answers. Therefore, 2 distinct real roots. Now, if it is less than 0, have you seen any number, negative number in square root? You would have never seen it up to 10th standard. In higher classes, it will come concept of complex number, but here you have never seen. Therefore, it is called as no real roots. If you find any root minus 1, root minus 2, then it is no real roots. Okay, this thing you should not forget. Next, coming to trigonometry, okay, we know, say a triangle, always remember where there is theta, opposite to that line is opposite, that is called as opposite, okay. Not always, you should remember wherever, many children remember like the line which is straight, vertical is opposite. No, don't, this is a mistake that you do. Theta, where there is theta, opposite that line is called as opposite, then adjacent, hypotenuse you know, the longest line, right angle triangle, okay. Now see, how to remember the ratios. I have made a very simple one here. Sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse, O by H. What is cosine? It is inverse of that. If I just invert this paper, you can know hypotenuse by, okay, if I just reverse the paper, hypotenuse by, okay, what opposite, okay, like this you can make a table and remember. Cos is A by H, adjacent by hypotenuse, tan theta is opposite by adjacent. If you just, okay, just make it ulta, you can also remember the inverse of that, okay. Now coming to what is tan theta, don't forget tan theta is sine by cos, they will directly ask you. Next, trigonometric ratios, complementary angles. We know it is very easy, don't forget sine to cos, cos to sine, tan to cot, cot to tan, secant to cosec, cosec to secant, okay, like this you remember, okay, tan to cos, not the inverse of sine, okay, we know inverse of sine is cosec, cos inverse is secant, tan inverse is cos, that means that ulta, okay. Now coming to next one, value table, okay, this value table I have made a video in our channel, how to remember it very quickly, okay, you immediately go after this video, go to that video and see how to remember this in a very simple manner, okay. Next, coming to trigonometric identities, even about identities I have made a video, it is about super hexagon, where by using the concept of super hexagon you can remember all the identities in a simpler manner, and see the identities can be written in three different forms. I have written in 3 different forms. They may ask you in any one of the form. It is just substitution, I have just put here and there, right hand side taken 1 there, taken sign there, just taking them to left hand and right hand side. I can make it into 3 formulas. Since there are 3 terms, I can make it into 3 formulas. Next, in applications of trigonometry, just you remember it. Angle of elevation means when you see above, it is angle of elevation. Angle of depression means when you see below. You are standing on the 3rd floor and seeing something in the ground floor, then your eye sight is at the angle that with the horizontal level and the line of sight is angle of depression. Okay, this diagram you once know it. Next, coming to statistics, the important one, this is asked in both the model papers. Okay, 3 median is equal to mode plus 2 mean. Okay, you remember in such a way, in any one of the way where you can easily remember. This is called as empirical relationship between the 3 measures of central tendency. What are the 3 measures of central tendency? Of course, median, mode and mean. Okay. Next, average formula you need to remember. Okay, average formula in both the model papers, the concept of this, they ask questions. They simply ask like this formula itself. What is average? Sum of all the observations by number of observations. I explained it. For example, if Kohli has played 3 matches, in 1 matches he has hit 100, one more match 50, one more match 0. So what is the average? Add all the 3 scores. 100 plus 50 plus 0, it is 150 divided by number of observations. That is 3 matches. So 150 by 3 is 50. Therefore, his average score will be 50. Remember, in such a way. Mode formula, see. Mode formula, you will find more all frequencies. Therefore, O here. Well, it is not O, it is 0. So therefore, you can remember in such a way. O will be. And into H, don't forget. Then median. Okay, median. Median, you will find n by 2 CF. Okay. Then coming to the ogive curves, how does it look? Okay, less than ogive will go up, upper limit here on the x coordinate, in more than ogive lower limit. See the graph how it comes. And one more important thing, don't forget, when you combine the less than ogive and more than ogive curve, where both the curve intersect, that point, if you put a stone from that point, it will come and fall on the x coordinate, and that point will be median. Okay, this they may ask you somewhere. Okay, so statistics, practice this formulas. Next, coming to surface area and volumes, this I have made a video in our channel. You can go and see how to remember these formulas in a very simpler manner. It is very easy to remember. Don't by heart the formula. If you by heart, I am sure you are going to forget there and here. So understand the concept. If you understand the concept that I made in the video, okay, if you see that video, then you will understand the concept and how to apply it in the problem. Okay, so these are the important formulas that you need to solve, students. You need to understand and not forget. You can make your own formula sheet so that you will remember. Okay, I also, if you want this formula sheet, you can WhatsApp me. I will put my number in the description box. You can go and just WhatsApp me. I will send the scanned copy, the PDF copy of this formula, so that referring that and also this video, you can make your own formula sheet and make it. It will be useful for you. I can assure you that at least 10 questions will be directly from this formula sheet. There are only, see, I have written it very big in a big format. You can make all the formulas just in 1 or 2 pages. Write it very small, stick it somewhere in your room, okay, and see it every day for next 20 days. So you can assure 10 marks from your examinations. So thanks for watching this video. Kindly subscribe. That is what you can do for our efforts. Immediately subscribe and share this video among your friends, among your teachers, among your circles, so that it will be helpful for them also. Thanks all.